What's up, friends? This is Jazz bringing you another Better for Worse vlog number 51. Well, guys, I'm sure making up for the mini lie I said last week where I said I'm sorry if this is going to be a little late when it actually was on the date of my usual uploads for this video. Because I actually am late this week. I literally thought I was going to be late last week, but I managed to get it down and up for the day of normal upload. So yeah, it happened. I was late again, but you know what? Better late than never, right? Alright, so the first vlog is from January 25th, 1987. Ellie's looking at the mess. Snarl. Michael, you've dropped your jacket on the floor again. If you think I'm going to keep picking up after you, you're wrong. I was not put on this earth to be your personal slave, okay? I have hung up your jacket for the last time. Now, you get down here right now and... Where's Michael? Went out. He put on his ski-doo suit and went out the front door. Then it shows Ellie hanging her the jacket back up. But wait, why was the jacket there? Like, wait, what's a ski-doo? Is that some type of... Like, I'm extremely confused. But yeah, I thought it was so funny how Ellie was hollering her head off at Michael, but he was never there. And I don't think that's ever happened to me or to Kathy with me. Like, she asks that I never go out unless she knows. I mean, I don't go out much anyway, so there's usually not a time where I'm out and she doesn't know I'm out. So, yeah, that was just a silly little thing there. So, let's get on to the final strip. The final strip is from August 6th, 2007. Daddy, can I play on the swings? Sure, we'll be right here. Francoise is a beauty, Anthony. I think so. She has the best of Theresa and me. Thanks for coming to the park with us this morning. Thanks for asking me. We're being very polite to one another, aren't we? I think, after seeing each other at the wedding, we're being careful. Now this, I have no context to, because I haven't gotten to this part. Like, I have an idea, I've read through the strip before and that stuff, but I haven't gotten completely to that part, so I don't know what wedding they're referring to. Maybe a friend's wedding, maybe it definitely was not Michael's wedding, because he was married way before this. So, and to be fair, I don't think it definitely wasn't, Theresa and Anthony's, because they were married before this too. They were married after Michael and Deanna, but before this situation. So I think maybe they were at a friend's wedding and that, and I don't know, maybe they're being careful. I don't know, because this is definitely after Theresa left Anthony, because they're pretty close, Anthony and Liz. So, and if they were still together, Theresa and Anthony, I don't think this would be happening, because Theresa was always so tight hold of Anthony. She would be polite. She would try to be polite, you know, for her parents in front of Elizabeth, right, when she was a guest. I think that she was a guest at their wedding, but she didn't like them getting close. So this definitely was after Theresa left Anthony. And because I know that she left Anthony when Francoise was pretty young. Yet, I think she was pretty young, but I don't know if she was young enough to not remember her, because she still seemed to have an attachment to her mother. So, it's kind of hard to tell exactly when Theresa left. But ironically, I find Francoise always looked a little older than how old she was. Because I believe Francoise was a bit younger than Robin, which is Michael and Deanna's youngest child. So, but yet she looked either his age or a little older, right? So it is so confusing, maybe because of her beauty. at her age. I don't know. She definitely took her mother's genes and looks when it comes to appearance, for sure. But I mean, I just thought Françoise was always for a while older than, like, when I found out she was a certain age, when I read through, I'm like, jeez. Like, she was like, what, 3 or 4, and looked like she could be past it for 5, maybe 6. And just, like, but yeah, as I said, like, I don't have much context for my personal experience for this strip either. Like, I haven't actually gone on a date before where I went out with someone for dinner or for movies or anything. I may have went out with friends with that context to a movie, but I never went on an actual date. But I had a boyfriend to a degree, and I thought I had a boyfriend in middle school, but that did not go far. I had a boyfriend for a while. Just didn't work out. Nothing on his part. As I said, I'm just not the type to, well, let's put it this way. I'm a good person, right? But I just, socially, right? I'm not the type I would never cheat on anyone. That's not what I mean by commitment. I mean, I'm the type of person who's a loner. Really, I've realized this by now in my life. I'm a loner. I just can't handle relationships of any sort, even if it was for the fun relationships. Like, I would never, if I ever did get with someone, they would never have to worry about me cheating on them. But the one thing they would have to worry about would be the commitment. Okay, when I say commitment, I don't mean I'm adulterous again. It means that I need a lot of time to myself, is what I mean. Like, I'm better off as being someone's distant friend. I mean, if someone really needed me, if someone was going through a very bad depression spell, or if they lost someone or something, I'd be there. But I'm the type of person that doesn't always like to hang out or talk on the phone very long. I'm just like that. And I know that isn't a very good thing to say about me, but it's the truth. I wouldn't lie to someone. If someone wanted to ever date me, that's the type of warning I'd give them. I wouldn't blame it on anyone else. I would say, look, you're a great person, but I would not want to hurt you with my needing to be by myself, like, 80% of the time, right? Like, I would be realistic with them, just to spare their feelings later on, right? I would, like I said, if they still wanted to be my friend, like, still, or if they still wanted to go out with me, knowing that, and was willing to accept that, well, and if they were decent people, if they were a bag of garbage, when I say that, I don't mean their looks or anything. They could look like the ugliest person on earth, which that's impossible. No one is really ugly, right? People are cruel saying that, but I'm just saying this as a kind of a spin, thing. They could be the worst looking person on earth, but if they had a heart of gold, right? I mean on the inside, right? But as I said, like, I just feel sometimes like that relates to me that way. Like, someone, if they were to date me, would have to be very careful in understanding all that, for example. But I know what they mean there. They're trying to take it slow. They're not trying to go it too far. They're be careful for each other's feelings and everything. Because what happened with Anthony, I think at this point something happened with Elizabeth and boyfriends too. So they're kind of shield their hearts in a way. I'm so glad that they eventually did take it further, though. I always thought Anthony and Elizabeth were perfect for each other, right? Ever since they met in middle school. Like, I actually recently read the first appearance of Anthony in the strip. And it was like, and then when I saw him, I'm like, there he is. Because I was wondering, she was getting into the older grade, and they knew each other since middle school, is what I heard. So I'm like, I just found it so romantic in a way that he fell for her first. I confess, though, that spoilers, I did not like the fact that for a short period of time he says, I just need to be with my friends, we need a break. But to be fair, Elizabeth was about to do the same thing, so it kind of evened things out a little bit, but I'm shocked he did it first. Because how much Anthony wanted Elizabeth to notice him and was deep in love with her. I thought the cartoon that showed that was adorable, though. It showed just as Elizabeth was having like thought bubbles. It showed Anthony had thought bubbles with just a heart, right? No words, just a heart, like a cartoon heart. I'm like, oh, like that's all he was thinking. Gosh, it was the most romantic thing I've ever seen. But then again, I suppose I don't know much about romance, so. But I suppose because he just showed it there. Right? As simple as that heart. He loves her. He wants her to notice him. He wants to be with her. Like, that one little heart kind of, to me, showed it all. As silly as that may seem. But yeah, I know, that was a complete other strip, but it just shows at the humble beginnings of these two. Too bad that they had a break and were with other people. I honestly think that they would have been perfect together their whole lives. But I don't know, maybe the break was necessary for them to realize how lucky they are to have each other. I don't know. But anyway, guys, that is it for this video, and if you enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel and like what you see, please subscribe. It helps this channel a lot. And don't forget to hit the bell notification so you'll know when new videos are coming out. And I will see you guys in my next video.